Good afternoon. This is Tom Asprey with the Viper Report. It's Tuesday, September 22nd. Got a couple hours of trading left in the day, and yesterday's action surprised quite a few, but if you've been reading my emails the past month or so, I hope you weren't too surprised. In the middle of August, I had a video discussing learn how to take profits on strength because we were using rallies and price targets to close out some of our long positions from the prior month. And then by the start of September, I emphasized again to keep your eye on the risk and was not looking to establish a lot of new positions. And if I did, I wanted to use tight stops. You can see this 180-minute chart of the S&P futures shows the rally failure last week, right about where I expected it. This was the 38% retracement resistance to 50%. As often happens, it came right in between those before we plunged. Week close on Friday, and then on Monday, they really pulled the plug. We're trying to rebound in here, and frankly, the selling was heavy enough Monday, to suggest that we should see a better rally than what we've gotten today. It could take us back to the 330 to 350 area, possibly up towards 3,400. It'll be the strength of that rally that'll tell us whether the worst of the correction is over or whether we're looking for another push to even lower lows. It was a pretty ugly day, as this headline from CNBC indicates. Dow only closed down over 500. It was down, I think, over 900 at one point. Nikola was getting hit hard, down 19%. And there was a lot of sharply lower opens. We actually did some light buying. We're looking for our target prices were a couple percent below where we closed on Friday, and we did get filled in a number of them. We're watching them closely. If the rally fails in the middle of the week, we'll close some out. In last weekend's article for Forbes, September 20th, I focused on how far will tech decline, focusing on the QQQ and also some of the key big tech stocks and tech-focused ETFs like XLK and FDN. You can see at that point they were down over 9% for the month. We're getting a little closer to their 20-week EMAs. Apple down 17%, Amazon down 14.4%. So there have been some pretty severe losses. Hope you guys protected yourself from early in September. These are some of the trades we closed out. Usually we were sold out on strength here. A number of our positions. The one minor profit here in VNQ was because we really didn't like the action, so we reduced our 100% position to 50%, and the remaining 50% was stopped out. But we try to protect it when we feel like we're on the wrong side of the market. We generally try to get out of it rather than being stopped out. You can see from this daily chart of the QQQ, I've identified some levels of support. We got as low as 260 on Monday. We're bouncing a little bit today. And actually, the NASDAQ 100 was up on Monday, unlike the rest of the averages. So we're looking at some pretty good support here between 255 and 247. My expectation is that this rally could fail here, 272, 275. Then we'll get another push back to the downside later in September. Then I'll be doing some buying down at those levels as I feel the risk is getting much more favorable. Speaking of risk, I'll be putting a new article out on Forbes in the next day or so on how to look at risk analysis and the methods I use to determine in August and early September that traders should be aware of the risk and cut down their market exposure and not do any new buying. FOMO won out for most of them. The fear of missing out has caused some really bad trades, and those who gave up a lot of their profits in some of the tech giants we just talked about, hopefully will learn from that lesson. We've been trading mainly selected long positions actually in the Viper Hot Stocks. This is one Snap. We were trying to take profits here about 25.66. We didn't get it. We had a nice little pullback here, and it's up 6% in Tuesday's session. So we'll be looking to sell 50% of the position probably tomorrow and raise the stop in the remaining position. You can see the relative performance here. gave a really nice buy signal on this pullback, as did the OBV. That's the kind of stuff we look for to recommend to our Viper Hot Stocks traders. If you're interested in specific advice, you can go to viperreport.com and sign up for the Viper ETF or the Viper Hot Stocks report. Each is only $34.95 a month. You get at least 2 reports a week. We did a special update this morning for both services, and we'll probably do another one tomorrow or Friday. So you get plenty of information. I tell you what to look at and what to look for, and hopefully try to teach you about the market, as that's one of my main goals. Well, I'll try to get back to you before the end of the week. Hang in there and keep your powder dry. There should be a good buying opportunity by the end of the month, possibly into early October.